Right, so now we're looking at Iron Lung. I spent all of my exotics. I can't be asked going further into it. Trying to get rate of fire on this thing, so I put damage to armor back. Well, the last thing I got was damage to armor, so yeah. Attachments, 35 plus 35 rounds, crit damage, and then over here we got crit damage again, so it's not exactly lacking on the damage department. I am running a tip of the spear build. I wanted to see, because with 110 mag, how did it really kind of feel? You do need to be continuously firing, otherwise you basically lose all of that buff. And even then reloading, you lose the buff anyway. The weapon itself really does kind of feel quite lackluster, especially because that reload just destroys it. Like, it's kind of piss poor. Like, the mechanic behind it is bloody amazing, and I'd love to tell you how awesome this weapon is, but the mechanic behind it is very interesting and quite well thought out, but in terms of overall performance, it is very, very lackluster, and the fire doesn't even last. Like, it couldn't even... Look, it looks cool, but that, I kind of feel like, is mostly it. If we pair it with something like this, maybe... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. 5137. Yeah, I can't see this being worthwhile at all. Like, if this was like an RPK or an L86 due to the quicker reload, it would make a lot more sense. You'd have lower uptime on the burn, but you'd be able to get to it a lot quicker and it would be more useful, like, in terms of like longevity. But because every time you reload, it completely cancels out this talent, and then you got to spend so much time building it back up. At which point, where it's an NMG, most enemies are going to be in cover and suppressed. I mean, the good thing about it kind of is you don't need to hit. You just need to be firing. So you can build up, if you keep an eye on the UI, you can build up the heat just firing. But at the same time, like, if the enemy's in cover, all I'm doing at this point is just wasting ammo and then just doing nothing. And then because it is, I don't know what it is it like an MG5 or is it a... It's an MG5, right? It's got to be an MG5. Pretty sure it's an MG5. Because they only come with a 50 round mag, plus the 35, they get to 85. I'm pretty sure. Do I have an MG5 in here? No. But like with this, you'd fire off like 25 rounds. Your last 25 rounds with the flip burn, but your reload is only like 2.6 seconds. So you'd lose like half the buff, and then after 10 shots, you're back in doing the firing. So like, it would be more worthwhile having a shorter mag and a quicker reload, because that way you're able to keep over the course of like a fight. You're able to have like a higher uptime on the burn or the burny bullets, the fiery bullets. But due to just how long this reload is, 4.5 seconds. Or at least that's on this build. Hold on, this. Yeah, this weapon is 100% not worth it. In any capacity. Because it's not a lot, but you would want that fire up, right? You're going to want that fire up for as much time as possible. But due to the large mag, by the time you get to that point, either enemy is dead, enemy is suppressed, and there's no point using that fire. At which point, you've then got to reload, but as it says here, when not shooting, the meter depletes over time. Reloading or swapping fully depletes the meter. But when you actually watch it, it's not like reloading just removes the meter altogether and you have to start again. The meter still depletes, but it's just the reload is longer than the depletion. So if you were able to reload quicker, maybe you could still utilize some of that buff left in the meter. So yeah, this is a no. So far from this patch note, the only thing that's worthwhile is this Ouroboros. Like, honestly, for me, at the very least, they have completely missed the mark. This is probably the worst patch they've done. And seemingly as well, because despite how good this is, you would think it would be better considering this friggin' talent is, like, this makes Measured look good, which is fucking hilarious. You can get this weapon from the Incursion, apparently. It doesn't drop from the season track. It's from the Incursion, which I don't mind. It's a very good weapon coming from the Incursion. It should be worthwhile. But at the same time, if we were to do a direct comparison between this and fucking this, guess which one wins? And this is from the Iron Horse raid. And apparently Incursions are harder. So I would honestly expect bloody Ouroboros to be better. Even if it is just an SMG. I don't know, this needs a double think. This is just terrible. Yeah, I'm not impressed. Sad to say. Have fun, good luck, don't die. It's bad for the health.